lot of people are scared to tell the truth. They're afraid. They're afraid. They're not into just being truth tellers. They're into more fabrication. They'll incorporate a little truth in it. And I'm just basically discussing how people, when they get in positions and they have a lot to lose, so to speak, they become more political in their actions, in their movements, how they move through industries and how they deal with their business. They're more cunning. What you saw as they was ascending up to get to their position or their current position, however, whatever position that might be in their world, once they get to that position and they have some success and they can sustain a certain level of power and influence in that position, of course they become more cunning. They become more diplomatic and more, I would say, more universal thinking, or become a more universal thinker, because you're dealing with so much at one point, at one time. Everything is just happening, and you got to decipher what you're going to deal with. You have, you have international. Let's say you're in the music industry. You have to think what Afrobeats are going right now. How the success of that. Do you have any artists, or as a label or as a company, do we have any artists that can transcend to that, touch on that, and be successful? Can we set that person up for success over there with the talent that they have? Can they play in that lane and also bounce back through maybe R&B, a little hip hop infusion, a little Latin, you know, sprinkle a little Latin in there. You know what I mean? And they become worldwide success. And so, you know, uh, you can't blame the industry heads for, especially in music or Hollywood or whatever, in cinema, theater, or anything else, to be, um, you know, diligent in how they go about evaluating talent and seeking their talent, because they're trying to mold, or someone they can mold into all these different genres, being an entertainer, a real true entertainer. And it's even better when that person can go into film, as you saw with Tupac Shakur. But there's a long history of artists and entertainers that can do that. Very few can really be convincing and do that. And it's like it so seems so effortlessly, for them to do. But it's just talent, and you have the right backing behind you. You have that label behind you that can give you that promotion, that push, and just the right push with your talent, really dictating it, and they can do what they do behind the scenes and stuff. You set up for success. You set up for success. Now, as far as the business part on your end, it's always going to be effed up, because that's just the way it is. They sometimes you got to play ball that way just to get with your music and stuff like that. And it's what deal is best for you at that point. You know what I mean? But at least get someone professional to handle, or an agent or a manager or whatever, that can look over that paperwork and just give you an education on what's what. That's all you ask. That's all you can ask for. A lot of artists, they get up there and things don't go their way. They stuck in these deals. You know what I mean? Or they get their album shelved. It's nasty work, but that's just the way the business is. And you have to be business minded going in. You know what I mean? Just don't get caught up on the hype. You know what I mean? You have to really take care of your business going in, because at the end of the day, will be nobody to blame but you if it goes sideways, because you lock yourself into a situation that um, currently got you stuck. Mm. No one wants to be in that situation. No one. It might be a wrap for Diddy. I mean, seriously, man. The elites might just be ready to just, if they haven't already, cut complete ties with dude. So his time might be up as far as the status that he had. You know, they're gonna take his bread. It'll be another story, another victim, another alleged victim, another alleged story. I've seen it all before. Um, they're closing ranks. The Hollywood elites are closing ranks. You don't hear too many people speaking up on his behalf that's really in his circle or that we thought was his circle. And so they already being scrutinized as it is. They don't need that scrutiny with these all this alleged improprieties, sexual improprieties that's happening between these individuals that's named in these cases. And then you have all the other alleged conspiracy theories, you know, with the death of Kim Porter. Allegedly, she had a book that was a tell all book that was in the works. And the unexpected passing, you know, of her death, uh, it raises eyebrows. You look at the alleged um, situation with Tupac Shakur, the alleged hit that was orchestrated allegedly by Diddy, and you see all these things, and you like, you know, stuff that we in the streets have been saying for a minute, but now you see it starting to take on legs of its own with these shocking allegations. You got name. Mick Mill's name is attached to this now. Usher's name. I even seen allegedly. Let me put allegedly on there. I mean, it's supposed to be redacted in these documents, so you know you got to put allegedly on that. We don't even know if it's redacted. Who we don't have any proof to say who's who, but I'm just saying, you're seeing these um, allegations being on so many different channels, and then in the rumor mill, which making P Diddy trend and Meek Mill trend. So this web or whatever, this rabbit hole or whatever it is that P Diddy got going on, man. Like I said, bro, the elites have had they've had enough. And you can you blame them? They might be involved with a bunch of other sinister stuff, and you know we gotta kick this guy out the whip. So obviously they have kicked him out the whip, and it's just a matter of time before Diddy tells his story. So, but he's not the last one that would be in the crosshairs. You know what I'm saying? So when you play when you go against your parameters and play in other people's parameters and their rules and stuff like that, and you do it, the reason why you do it is because you know you want to get be in these circles and uh, these back rooms, so to speak, and so you can get drunk with yourself. You can think that you have these powers and all this this free reign to just do what you think you can do, and all it takes is one person to buck that system, and then the house of cards fall. And that's what P Diddy is at right now. So he's a grown man; he'll figure it out. And if the allegations somehow is proven, then it is what it is. It is what it is. We've seen it before. We've seen this with R. Kelly. We've seen Epstein. You see it going through with the Donald Trump. It is what it is, man. Human nature. Anyway, just a Wednesday conversation. Peace, man. We'll see you again.